There's been loads of Mini special editions over the years. The Italian job is one that springs to mind, but this is the coolest and the rarest in my book. This is the Paul Smith Mini from 1998. Just 300 cars in the UK. You're never going to guess what. They've done another one. This time it's not limited to the lucky few. It's a full edition. You just select the Paul Smith edition on the configurator. Every single one, whether you go 3-door, 5-door or convertible, petrol or electric, comes with some of this Nottingham green detailing, which is a nod to Paul's birthplace, and of course the famous signature stripe. In fact, the great man's over here, so let's just go and have a word with him.
What I'm quite well known for is my use of colour.
Yeah.
So, you know, mixing sort of slightly odd colours. A lot of motor cars, as you know more than me, is black, blue, silver.
Yeah.
And then also tones of colour. Whereas I sort of play with contrast more. We call this one Nottingham green.
Right, I'm going to pull you up on that. As a Nottingham lad, that should be Sherwood green, surely.
I know, but yeah, it was a bit of a. I didn't have much choice.
That's funny.
When you open the door, it says hello, and then when you walk in here, it says every day is a new beginning. So it's got little things about optimism and about this world we live in, which is a bit debatable at the moment, to say the least. You know, that the car sort of welcomes you in the morning, you're like hello, and then every day's a new beginning. If you know, if you had a day ain't so great, then tomorrow could be good.
Talk to me about the rabbit.
Yeah, the rabbit is like many years ago. I was on a train going to Nottingham. And I was with an American friend, and he said, "Why are you looking so intently out the window?" And I said, "Rabbits are good luck for me. I'm looking for a rabbit." I just made it up. And then he sent me a rabbit from New York. He went back to New York, he sent me a rabbit. He told somebody who told somebody who told somebody. So I get about 10 rabbits a week from around the world. I got boxes and boxes of rabbits.
Not real ones?
I've had a real one. Yeah, somebody bought me a real one about a minute before my fashion show started once.
So there's lots of lovely detailing. So the rabbit, which is your lucky charm then, effectively.
Yeah.
The Nottingham green on top.
Yeah.
Obviously the word mark appears quite subtly here.
Yeah, that was my choice. Yeah.
You told me a story about this when we spoke previously, that's not computer generated, is it?
No, this is a really interesting way of work. Because I started many years ago, if you wanted to make your own stripe in your own colours, you had to take a bit of cardboard and some yarn, and you had to wrap the yarn around the cardboard and then build up the colours, and then you give that to the weaver. And so that's how I do all my stripes now, and it's fabulous because, you know, yarn is three-dimensional, so you've got height to the yarn, so
it brings it to life.
Yeah, so if you put colours, the colours reflect on each other. So that's how that came about. And then you've got the little stripe in here as well. So you've got the stripe here, and then this is the layout of a Paul Smith stripe, but just in black.
Yeah.
So it's black on black, and then it's sustainable. You know, fabric.
Yeah, recycled fabric.
Recycled, recyclable. Blue stitching, and then the same stripe here again, but with a bit of blue in it. So it's ever so subtle. You know, it's not like, you know, a lot of collabs are like just big branding, which I hate. So I just wanted it more like you and I would like. When you think about cars that have longevity, there aren't that many, are there really? You know, because a lot of beautiful cars that we liked in the past, the brands, for whatever reason, get rid of them. You know, but there's just a few. Like the Mini is essentially still a Mini.
Yeah.
You know, it's obviously bigger, more luxurious. I mean, the first Mini was brilliant, wasn't it?
Yeah. What was your first car, just out of interest?
A 1940s Morris Minor. With split windscreen.
And I suppose in those days you were going selling clothes up and down.
Yeah, well, my dad bought it for my 18th birthday as a present. Yeah. Sadly, I wrote it off because I used to go to London. I lived in Nottingham, but go to London every chance I could, and obviously clubs and out and about and not sleeping much, and I fell asleep on the way back and hit a tree, and the engine ended up in the passenger seat, and I've still got the scars if you want to see the scars.
But do you
Got the scars through the windscreen. No strap, of course, in those days.
Of course.
It was like 2.5 years. For such simplicity, it takes a long time.
Yeah, it's the hardest thing to achieve.
Lots of visits to Munich and working with the design team, and then all the little bits, and certain countries you can't have things that stick out because of safety. And
do you know you can get these where they're self-leveling as well, so they always stay up?
Ah, that's clever. Yeah. Cool. Oh yeah. What's been nice? It's not been a big deal. It's just been very nice how it's just gone along.
Shouldn't all the dealerships, all the sales and all the service teams all be wearing Paul Smith?
Well, that's the next thing. That's what I'm working on.
Now, you may recall that the Mini Cooper was actually crowned the Sun Car of the Year for 2024. Top-notch cabin, sparkling chassis, and now it's even better dressed.
A surprise over there.